this guy right here.
Welcome back to another video. John Danes Digital here. It's Sunday, currently at the office in Franklin, Tennessee. I put out a Q&A on my story like 2 hours ago on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, make sure you do, at John Danes. And I was basically like, hey, I'm gonna do a Q&A. I wanna answer some of you guys' questions. I don't have an easy, or not an easy way, but a streamlined process when it comes to coming up with content ideas. And I want to be doing uploads twice a week. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to start answering some questions. So you guys had questions asked about my life, about agency, about sales, and a bunch of different stuff. So I figured, hey, why not just hop on and answer you guys' questions? So yeah, man, without further ado, let's get into it. First question, are you planning to have your agency offer more services like Google Ads and SEO? No, short answer, no, not right now. When you're small, you need to be one niche, one service. And if you're not, you're gonna fail as an agency owner. I see so many people that are like, yeah, we do social media management, we do content creation, we do Facebook ads, we do web design, we do SEO. That's a quick way to fail. And trying to chase 5 rabbits is an easy way to catch none. So while we're still a small agency, meaning under $1 million a year in revenue and under 10 employees, we're gonna stay with one niche, one service, which is real estate Facebook ads. If you're a real estate pro, click the link down below. Let's get connected. Okay, next question. Best way to find clients, and if you had to start all over again, what approach would you take? I take the same approach that I took now. I would just do more. So I do a lot of cold outreach. I do a lot of targeted looms, cold video pitches, whatever you want to call them. And we have 2 full-time setters that set appointments 80 hours a week using Facebook Messenger. I just do the exact same thing I'm doing now. I would just do more. I'd probably send more targeted looms too. When I was first getting started, I'd want to send like 50 of those a day. What's your why? I kind of hate some of the business gurus because they come up with this stuff that is just doesn't apply to everyone. Not doesn't apply to everyone, but like I feel like people are like, oh, my why is not big enough. I think that's bullcrap, to be quite honest with you. I think a big enough why is like you just want to be financially successful because it's awesome. Why would you not want to be financially successful? So I don't have some crazy story about eating out of a trash can or doing anything like that. And I don't have some kind of crazy why like that. I just want to, keep winning at the game, and I love the game of business, and I want to continue to succeed, and I want to prove to other people what's possible. But I don't have this crazy why that's so inspirational that's going to bring a tear to your eye while you hear me talk about it. I want to win at the game, and I want to be financially successful. So that's really it. How did I grow a top 100 business podcast? Great question. Collaboration. If you want to build a successful platform, you need to collaborate. It is literally the best thing you can do to grow your brand. You're using someone else's brand to bring your brand credibility and attention, and from there you're stealing some of their audience. So collaborate as much as possible, whether it's with big people, whether it's with small people. Reach out, ask them if they want to connect, ask them if they want to collaborate, and don't get discouraged when they say no. Just keep pushing. How did I become good at sales? I still don't feel like I'm like the greatest salesperson in the world. I just feel like that's what I'm the best at. You just got to do a lot. Repetition is what's going to make you successful. Just keep doing it. Keep studying. Role play a lot. I've been working on role playing more and more as I'm getting better at sales. You just need to role play with somebody, whether it's your mom, whether it's your partner, whether it's a friend. Just role play and focus on closing. Don't just focus on selling. What's the 20% of activities you've done to help you generate 80% of client results? Once again, this is something that some business guru wrote in a book that it's just like the magical laws of business. Just sell. That's like, I don't know if that's 20% of our activity. I don't know if that's, I don't know. I just sell. Focus on selling. You don't need a team. You don't need an office. You don't need, to be the best Facebook ads pro in the world. You just need to sell. And you need to fulfill orders and figure it out. So I don't know, 20%. Me and Adam don't sit down and say, hey, 20% of our energy is going to be focused on this. So I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that question. Well, again, that's just some guru that's some book that a business guru wrote. Now everybody just thinks it's like the laws of business. Best resource to get an understanding of Facebook ads? Great question. Just like one of my first agency mentors, Chandler Welling, my landlord, one of my good friends, told me, look, man, you need to go through the Facebook blueprint, learn the basics, learn copywriting, read the ultimate sales letter, read breakthrough advertising, read cash advertising, but you're going to need to get on the platform and spend money. So get on the platform, spend money, go through the Facebook blueprint so you actually know what you're doing, and then just try to get clients as soon as possible. If you have some money, try dropshipping for a little while just so you can get an understanding of Facebook ads. But start off with some lower clients, some smaller client budgets, some stuff that you know is going to be easier. Objection, send me more info. Just give me 15 to 20 minutes of your time. I promise you I'm not going to waste it. I just want to take a little bit of time to show you our process, and I can guarantee that you're going to get value from it, and it's going to help drive you more revenue in the future, whether we work together or not. Something like that. Nobody wants you to send them info. This is just an easy excuse so they can kind of lead you on and you can get off the phone. So just something like that. Something is better than nothing. I don't really believe in like, hey, you say this is the close that you use here. I believe there are certain things that you can say that are great, but you know, this isn't 1960s selling cars, guys. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different style. So I don't really like, oh, these are 120 closes that always work, because that's just not how things work. You know, let's get the paperwork out of the way. I think a lot of that's just bullcrap. I think sales and closing it's a person-to-person thing. But yeah, if somebody says send me info, don't bank on getting that client if you get off the phone and send them info. You need to go through it, give them 15 to 20 minutes, don't waste their time, try to get an appointment booked. If you're on the phone with the decision maker, just say, hey, I'd love to send you over some info, but it'd be a lot easier if you can just give me 15 minutes so I can kind of explain to you our service and exactly what it is that we do and how it'll drive you more revenue. Always sell based on the benefit. 5 and 10 year plan. 5 year, 100 million, 10 year, $1 billion. Whether that's revenue, whether that's net worth, I don't know, just figuring that out. Depends how ambitious I want to get. What made you pick the real estate niche? I love real estate. I wanted to be a realtor. Back when I was 17 years old, I would write down in my goal book, when I turn 18, I'm going to be a real estate agent. And I got into the game and I was like, man, screw this. This sucks. So that's when I started generating leads for the brokerage that I was kind of interning for. And from there, never looked back. Vision for 2020. I'm actually going to do this thing on the channel. This was going to be a surprise, but I'm actually going to do it now. Adam and I want to add 10 grand in retainers every month. So basically closing 1 to 2, about 1 deal a week. And I'm going to let you guys follow the process. So you guys are going to follow us on the road to 1 million in 2020. And I think it's going to be a really good way for you guys to learn from our experiences. It's going to be a good way to get exposure. And it's going to be a good way to keep us accountable on what it is that we're doing. How many employees do you have, or is it just you and Adam? So me and Adam are business partners, and we have 3 current employees, just hired another one. Do you have a specific niche that you focus on for 99 Media, or do you just look for any business to level up? So 99 Media was like the beta of what we first started doing. I'm all over the place when it comes to companies and company names. I know I'm wearing the ArtemisDanes.com hat, but we're really focused on RealtorDomination.com right now, which is our offer to help real estate professionals grow their business via Facebook ads. 99 Media we did a lot of things with 99 Media. Publicity, social media management, ran some ads, but really just one niche, one service, like I've been really honing in on, so that's what's going to get us to 1 million. So Realtor Domination is what you guys are going to be seeing and what you'll see me promoting and plugging on social. When did you know your life changed trajectory? I'm going to say the same thing I did the first time I tried to film this video, which is your life should be changing trajectory every 3 to 6 months. If you're staying stuck where you're at, you're not progressing, and that's a sign of not good things. First time it changed trajectory was when I got kicked out of school. Second time was when I skipped on college, and it changes all the time. Changed when I got this office. Changed when we brought on our first employee. Changed when we brought our second. Changed when we brought our third. Changed when Adam and I partnered up. So your life is going to change trajectory a lot. But like full send on entrepreneurship, that trajectory was when I skipped out on college and just went all in. Why do you want to build a personal brand and not have a private, successful life? Most people lead quiet lives of desperation. It's one of my favorite quotes. And it's advantageous to not take advantage of what's going on social media. You guys are going to see this for my content. You guys are going to see me just harp on everything that Gary Vee says. I want to preface this. I think Gary Vee's an incredible entrepreneur, nothing but respect for what he's built, but the stuff he says, absolutely maddening. Makes my head want to explode. This whole put out content and edit videos for 6 hours a day, it's just terrible advice, especially if you're an entrepreneur that wants to build a business. So you dudes that are on social media that have 2 clients and that are walking around giving out success tips and advice, you make my head want to explode. Stop doing that. Your goal should be a successful entrepreneur and not some business guru, okay? I'm on social media to get clients. I use social media. Social media doesn't use me. So I'm building a personal brand because it's making me an influencer in my space, which is digital marketing and which is real estate. And yeah, I'm doing a pretty good job at it. I'm not scrolling mindlessly on social media. I'm not walking around giving success tips about stuff that I've never done before. I'm not editing content for 6 hours a day. I'm not on TikTok. I'm where the money is, and I'm on social media to monetize. And yeah, that's my goal. I don't want to be the next Logan Paul. I don't want to be the next Jake Paul. Unless that's really where the money's at, you're not going to see me there for a long while. What do you do to optimize your first lead gen campaign? Great question. My boy Matt Iglesias coming up in the agency space. Kudos to you, brother. This dude is always, just like I was 6 months ago, a sponge, looking to learn. Really good dude. So yeah, man, you need to focus on your copy and make sure your copy is really good, because the way Facebook has taken away detailed targeting for lead generation, you're going to have a hard time really focusing on optimizing for like financial, for real estate, for those kind of industries, just because of the special ad categories. Make sure your copy is bomb. Learn all you can about copy and speak directly to the people that you're looking to speak to, because Facebook's AI will kind of take the rest from there. Which successful entrepreneurs do you want to try and model? I'm more a person that likes principles instead of actually wants to get, you know, like rip off people. If you guys watch my stuff, you'll notice that I have a certain aspect. Like, I'm not trying to be Gary Vee. I'm not trying to be any certain person. I'm just kind of myself, and I definitely borrow characteristics and things from other people that I watch online. Judge Graham, one of my mentors, I really look up to him. I want to model him and a lot of things he does. Ray Dalio's teachings. Sam Ovens is the mecca of you know, online marketing and things like that. He's an awesome guy. I really like Brad Lee. I think his sales stuff is great. So there's a lot of people that I want to take things from and kind of optimize and make the perfect John Danes. And I don't think that's being just like any one person. Do I have any mentors? Great question. Yeah, I do have some mentors. Judge Graham, one of my mentors. Eamon Gadji is one of my mentors. Jeremy Haynes, I would consider one of my mentors. Chandler Welling, one of my mentors. All really successful agency owners. I'm not really veering out of the whole agency space when I'm looking for mentors. I'd love to have somebody that come on that's like a really good closer that kind of mentors me and teaches me the ways. But yeah, so I do have some mentors, and I think that it's really crucial and pivotal, and you should have mentors. Favorite nonfiction books? First of all, I don't read any fiction books. Psycho-Cybernetics is a really good book. You guys know, got it tatted on me. Slight Edge, best book I've ever read, changed my life. It's the reason that I'm doing the things that I'm doing right now. It's the reason I'm in the office right now on Sunday night filming content, Super Bowl Sunday. It's just the reason that I'm doing all the things that I'm doing, and it's what we apply in our business. It's what I apply in my life. Ton of good books, man. Think and Grow Rich, good book. You know, hit me up on Instagram and I'll send you some things. But it's hard to just say, hey, here's a good book, because books are like medicine. You should take books when you need books. Right now, I'm just listening to books about closing and selling. And maybe 6 months from now, I'll be getting into Joe Dispenza and things like that. So you just need books. Use books like medicine, and treat the stuff that you really need help with. How do you get clients over your competition? Honestly, I couldn't even tell you who my top 5 competitors are. I couldn't tell you who the other guys in the real estate lead generation space is. I have no idea. Focusing on competition is for weak-minded people with a lack of belief of how many clients are actually out there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about competition. I don't focus on competition. If I'm running a race, I'm looking straight ahead. When I'm driving, I'm not looking at other cars. I'm looking at the road ahead of me. So yeah. Why do I have an office? Good question. I'm not a laptop lifestyle. Go to Bali and take dope photos and look how cool I am. Here's 17 Instagram models. I am a grinder, and I want to be somebody who's billionaire status and have massively successful businesses in tons of different industries. And this whole digital marketing thing is just getting it started for me. So that's why I have an office. I mean, we can run multiple companies out of here. We've been talking about having a little real estate brokerage that we do leads for. I can house them right over there in the office. You know, just a ton of different things, ton of different reasons. It changes your positioning as an agency owner to have people actually come to your office. We can have seminars here, which is something that we're going to really start implementing. I can film content here. I'm focused here. I'm on a Sunday night. I'm here alone, focused, getting work done, grinding it out. And yeah, it's just a really cool place. It separates your work from your business. Or sound like such an idiot. It separates your personal from your business, and I think that's super important. How do you calculate what service fee you should charge? You should charge as much as you can make somebody. If you can make somebody $5K, charge them, you know, 3.5 or whatever is fair in the industry, whatever the industry average is. As long as somebody's breaking an ROI from you, preferably in the first month, charge them whatever you want to charge them. Just depends how much money you're confident that you can generate them. That's why services like social media management are all over the place in terms of what you can charge, because you're not making anybody any money. So that's why you charge $1,000 and people are like, that's outrageous, because there's no ROI. Best outreach methods. There's tons, man. Any outreach method is better than nothing. So you should always aim to do more. That's what I said in my interview that I did with Eamon Gadji. He interviewed me for the Grow Your Agency community, which you should go check that out on his channel. But yeah, I mean, targeted looms are good, email's good, cold messaging is good. All those methods are good. Just to get on the phone and get appointments booked. It just depends your industry, and it depends what kind of clientele you're going after. So if you're going after e-commerce brands, email is probably going to be a good one for you. LinkedIn might be a good one for you. Targeted looms are going to be a good one for you. If you're looking after like financial services, insurance, calls might be a good one. Cold calling, because those people are always looking for inbound. They're always picking up the phone. So yeah, it just depends what industry you're in. But doing something is always going to be better than doing nothing. And I recommend that you split test, because video for me is going to get me clients. I'm articulate. I love being on video. I'm good at video. For like writing organic, I still do it, but it's not my biggest strong suit. So whatever fits your personality best, but you need to try everything before you can figure that out. Best sales tips. You need to role play a lot. I've been role playing a lot more. I think I might have said that earlier. And you just need to get on the phone. When you're first starting your agency, don't worry about, oh, this person looks underqualified. I don't know if this person has the money. You need to just get on sales calls, record the calls, and just figure out what your strong suits and what your weaknesses were. When people buy a house, they can't afford the house. Most people go, a 20% down payment is a good payment on a house. Well, the value's there. They see the value, so they're willing to go into debt for it. If you don't think that you can make your $2,500 a month service enough value to a business owner that they'll figure out a way to pay for it, you're literally insane. You have a lack of belief, and you should just quit now. Get on the phone with anybody that you can get on the phone with that's willing to hear you out. Don't be ungrateful for an opportunity that you actually have to provide value to somebody and to pitch them on your services. Will your agency ever offer content creation? Yeah, I like the content creation model. My landlord, actually where I'm standing right now, snow teeth whitening, 8, 9, 10-figure brands. Their content was filmed actually right here, Welling Media, the old HQ. And Chandler always tells me I got to get into the content down the road. But like I said, right now, while we're small, one niche, one service, and then scale out from there. Because eventually one day I want to have a $100 million agency. I just don't know if this one is going to be that company. I'm not sure yet. What do you think about SMMA online, like working with international clients? I think that's a genius idea. I don't even like having clients in my area because they're a pain in the ass. They're going to be one to have coffee meetings every week. It's going to be like having a job. So internationally, SMMA is one of the best business models that you can get into, where you can get clients and you can close them over the phone. How do you use email marketing and audits for outreach? You should pay somebody on Fiverr to go scrub emails for you. I have a virtual assistant that does it, but you should go find your niche, get them lists, and have them scrub emails. I know there's softwares that'll do it too, like D7, but I've never dove into softwares like that. And then just start sending out audits and do stuff like that, email marketing. How do you determine who you wanted as a mentor, and how's that work when asking? This whole mentor game is weird because, like, you can either pay somebody to be your mentor, which I personally have never done. I've paid for programs and I've paid for courses, but I wouldn't really call those people my mentors. And then there's also people that you go work for free or exchange value for free and then find them as your mentor. And then there's just people that organically come into your life. For me, that's like Judge Graham, that just organically came into my life. I helped him with some stuff, and then now he mentors me. I can call him and ask him questions, and we chat on the phone about once a month. So yeah, just it's pretty simple. Like, if you want to be at X place and there's Bill that's at that place, go find Bill, see how he can get, you can get some value out of him, see how you can learn from him, but also see what you can bring to him. Don't just go around and ask people, hey, will you be my mentor? Like, I get Facebook messages that are like, hey man, let's dive into your lead generation strategy for real estate. Are you free for a Zoom? Like, are you insane? No, I'm not free for a Zoom. Like, I've built a multi-six-figure business, and you think sending me one message on Facebook is going to get me to hop on a Zoom call with you and basically show you my whole business model. Like, I don't mean to sound arrogant or sound cynical, but that is a flawed way of thinking. And that's just not the way that you're going to be successful. If that person were to approach me and say, hey man, is there any way that we can make it worth it? I can bring you some value. I just want to learn how the Facebook side, the Facebook ads work for running for real estate pros. There's probably something that we could figure out. But, you know, don't be a crazy person that's a mosquito and is annoying that comes and tries to suck value out of people and ask for stuff. It's just not going to work for you. So I know that might sound bad and maybe my delivery wasn't the best on that, but like, I'm just being honest and I'm just being real and I'm just telling you what other successful entrepreneurs that you're reaching out to are actually thinking. So be of value. Get clients before learning about Facebook ads, or learn Facebook ads first. Got bad news for you. You can't learn Facebook ads if you don't have money and you don't have clients, because you need to get on the platform. You need to run ads. Go through the Facebook blueprint. Find if you're going to invest in a program, go invest in a program. There's awesome digital marketing programs that you can find a way to come up with the money for. You can do free work. I didn't do any free work. We probably should have done free work, but most likely when you're starting your agency, you're not in the place where you can do free work. You need to start making money. So go through the Facebook blueprint, go through a course, and go find a client that you think you'll be able to help, and be upfront with that client. Say, hey, look, I'm charging you a little bit lesser retainer because I'm starting to figure things out. Obviously, I'm good at this, but be upfront, be open with the client, and it'll be a good learning experience. You'll probably lose the client. Just being fully honest, you'll probably lose them. It probably won't be the best experience, but you're going to get to learn, and always make it right with the client. If you feel like you maybe use them as a learning experience, figure out a way to make it right with the client, meaning if you have to refund them or partial refund or anything like that, just make sure that what you're doing is ethical. So yeah, just make sure you're doing ethical stuff. I think that's it. Maybe that kind of sounded bad how I answered that question, but I think most of you probably know what I mean. Just be ethical in what you do, be upfront, be open with clients. If some client asks you if you've ever done this before, don't say that you've worked with hundreds of brands just like that in the past. Just be open, be honest, be upfront. Get a contractor, which is, if I didn't have Adam as my business partner, I would have gotten a contractor just to do the fulfillment for me and help out and learn next to that person. But like what I've found is like the people that I've invested in to learn Facebook ads were about 30% of what I learned actually running ads on the platform. So yeah, be ethical, be transparent in your ventures, and things will work out for you. Everybody has a different path too, by the way, guys. Like, nobody's gonna do it the exact same way as me, and that's a good thing, because I didn't do it the exact same way as you. So yeah, keep winning, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're a real estate professional, you know what to do. Click the link down below. If you are watching this, okay, and this is for all the agency owners out here that are watching this or trying to get started, that have real estate leads, send me a message. Maybe we can work out some kind of deal where I can help you get leads for those clients. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm not here to push courses or do things like that. I just want to bring you guys a ton of value. And if there's some real estate professionals that you know, all I ask is you send them my way. So yeah, thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, turn the post notifications on so you don't miss out on any more fire content. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. And don't forget to smash that like button. John Danes Digital signing out. Peace.
I ain't going back. Split 5 and make doubles. I ain't going back. When there was no rush, just rustle. I ain't going